Hey guys, Will here and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be doing a Photoshop tutorial. Now I apologise, I haven't done many of these for a while. Spencer did one, I think it was like yesterday, or the day before, something like that, called the Basics. Or I've renamed it now to How to Edit a Simple Photo, because that was what it was. But first of all, I'd just like to apologise if my voice is a bit either quiet or a bit worse than it normally is. That's because I've been a bit ill lately. Not necessarily ill, but I've had a sore throat and my voice is. Yesterday it was basically gone. That's why there was no Slender Saturday, but it should be next week. I was gonna do it, but Spencer was busy, Harry's a wuss, and yeah, I was ill, so you know. But yeah, in today's video, we're going to be showing you how to make a YouTube custom thumbnail with Photoshop. So, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and do these dimensions. So, the width, oh sorry, I think I just changed that. Yep, the width is sorry about that. The width is 1 to 80. And the height is 720, and I don't think it really matters about the resolution. If you sorry about that noise again, guys. If you really care about it, then you can search it up on Google or something, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, and the background, just have whatever you want. I've got white. Click OK, and it will come up with this size. Now, this is the size of the thumbnail that you want for the YouTube thumbnail thing. That really made sense. Now, what you can do is you can get a image off Google to put here, or if you're feeling really sort of creative, what you can do is you go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You go ahead onto this paint bucket tool, hold it down, and click the gradient tool. And up here you have your list of gradients. You can create a gradient, I think it's by double clicking on that bit. Yep, and then it will come up with this, and then you can just choose whatever colour you want. So for example, if I double click that, I could have some kind of orange, and slide that along right there. Just like that. And then there I could have maybe blue, or purple or something, bluey purple. There I could have the same. Actually, I'm not sure if you can have anything on that one. I'm not sure. But yeah, and then you can just have a little fiddle around with it and decide what you want with this. You can have whatever you want. You can even have some of the pre-made ones, but I think it's better to actually make them yourself. So then you put it back in, and you'll get something which looks a bit like this, depending on what you've actually chosen to do. So you know, it could end up looking really nice, or it could end up looking really bad, but it's the way you do it. And also you can change what style it is by up here. So for example, you could do with the like little ball, or you could do that, or you could do this like that, and you can like just pile them up, or you could just do like a really big one and do something like that. But I prefer to either use this. As you can see, it kind of goes a bit glitchy, but yeah, I prefer to use that or this one right here. So yeah, now we're going to go on to show you the kind of the text that you can use. So you're going to want to add text by clicking the text tool right here, and it will automatically create a new text layer for you down here in the layers bar. So you're going to want to make a box, and you're going to want to type whatever you want. So if I say hello or something like that, it doesn't really matter whatever you say. You click off of it, or you click enter. No, you don't, sorry. You click this, and then it will say there. If you want to make it bigger, you can either do this, you can do Control T, click on it and do Control T, and then you can make it bigger and then all that. And then, or you could either double click on the actual box here with the T in it, and then you'll get this, and then you can fiddle around with it by doing this. So, say if I wanted to make it look really big by doing about 700 font size. Oh, apparently it's too big. Okay. If I did about 600, am I allowed to do that? That's probably a bit too big, I'd say. But yeah, you know, you can do any size you want, and I don't really know where it's gone now. It's kind of disappeared, but yeah, if I just quickly make a new text layer that we can actually see, and I will just show you that. So as you can see, it's really big. Let me change that down to about 250, and let me just type hello once again. And then you know, you can drag that with this, and also what you can do is you can change the font of it. So if you've downloaded a font from the internet or something, for example, say if I downloaded this one, I could use that one that I have downloaded. I don't know if I'll be able to find it that quickly, but it's here somewhere. I think I might be able to. No, I can't. It's not on this layer, or this thing, not layer. There is Minecrafter, so that's basically Minecraft text. It's not exactly the same, I don't think, but it is similar. And if I can make the box bigger so it would actually fit, there we go. So as you can see now, it says hello in the Minecraft text, which is really nice. And also, what you can do is, if you want to make this stand out more, is you can again highlight it. You can change it so it's strong, it's smooth, it's crisp, it's sharp, or it's none. I'd do sharp if I were you. And also here you can change the color. So I would change it to blue. Actually, I normally do mine in red, and blue doesn't really seem to go in my background, so I'm gonna do. Oops, I don't know why I just did that. There we go. That's probably still a bit wonky. Let me just Control Z. Okay, it doesn't want to. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. And then, as you can see, right up here, you have this, and this will let you, if you do this drop-down menu here, this will actually let you sort of shape the text. So, for example, if I wanted it to have a bit of a bend in it, like this, I could do that. If you wanted this to be straight, I'd recommend keeping the horizontal distraction, or whatever it is, down to 0, and the same with the vertical. Actually, I'm not sure. No, it's okay with the vertical, but if you want it arched a bit more, then I would keep the vertical down to 0 or 1 or whatever. And then, as you can see, right here, we've got it, but it's a bit too big for the page, so we're just gonna make that smaller. But we're not gonna actually we're not gonna use that. Okay, yeah. So once again, so let's just quickly go and make it red, just like so. And then we're going to need to make the text stand out a bit more. So as you can see at the moment, it's just red. And if I looked at that on a YouTube video, I would think it could stand out a bit more. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to just leave it. We don't need to highlight it or anything. But right down here, next to the layers bar, you're going to want to click FX down the bottom of the layers bar. Click FX, and then you can use any of these you want. What I use in my things is stroke. Now this gives it an outline. Now if you did it like a low one, like 1, 2 or 3. Oh no, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It gives it quite a good outline, but it's a bit too thin for my liking, so I'd recommend giving it about probably about 5 or maybe 6, 7, 8. I'd probably say about 8 is actually 7 is, you know, what I like. I do the opacity to 100. I wouldn't do the opacity to 0 because then you can't see it at all. It really depends what you want, to be honest. You can choose the color. You can do it white. I don't know why you'd want to do it white. Well, I suppose if you've got black text, then maybe. But I do it black because that makes it look nice, in my opinion. So you click OK, and then there we go. Still, sorry about that. I just sniffled a bit because I got a bit of a cold. But it still doesn't stand out as much as I'd want it to. So what I do is I click bevel and emboss. Now we've been over this before in our last tutorial that I did about the YouTube avatar. That the embevel and emboss, it gives it a depth to the actual thing, so it makes it look more 3D than it would normally. So you know, you can do as much as you want. I used to do it so that it had hardly any, so it was like literally just like that, so it looked a bit 3D, and then I do soften to about that. But now I do it full, and I either do soften to about that, or I don't do it at all, because it does look nice without it. But I would recommend using soften because it does make it look good, and I wouldn't recommend using size because it makes it look really bad. I mean, I suppose that's okay. If you wanted to have some random weird writing, then go ahead and do what you want, really. I mean, that's fine. That's good. I like that. Or maybe even that. But, you know, we're going to go with that. I mean, that looks good. That looks 3D, and that looks awesome. Also, choose the opacity that you want as well. Can choose the angle that you want the shading on. I think I went through this last time too. So for example, if I went like that has none. I think I like that. So yeah, that's good. That says hello, and that kind of stands out. It pops out at you. And also another thing that you can do is you can give it some text as well. Sorry, you can give it pictures of the internet. Sorry about that. So for example, here we have a diamond sword. It was so quick. Yeah, so what you need to do with that is you need to get either your magic wand, your eraser, your quick selection tool, whatever you want, your lasso. I'd recommend using your magic wand for this, because you can simply just go like this and delete the background, and then do Control D to get rid of all the squiggly things, and then do Control T to actually try and resize it. So just like this. So say if you wanted to have this in the background going along with the purple thing, then you're going to need to move this layer under the text layer. So you need to click enter, and then just like so. I mean, you can't really see it that well, but you know, I could put it like along the bottom or something. Something like that. I don't know. It depends. Whatever you want. Or you could even try and do this, to be honest. So you could move it that way and try and shrink it a bit. Apply. Put that like there, and then get this and do Control T. And make that smaller. But what I'd recommend is I'd recommend doing your text the biggest that you can get it. Otherwise, they won't be able to see your text, and that's probably one of the worst things. Like one of the worst things. Not the worst thing. The worst thing is not having one at all, probably. But it's a really bad thing if they can't see the text on the thumbnail. So if the thumbnail's just full of text, it's not going to be a very good thumbnail. So for example, a really stretched diamond sword. Okay. Or you could even give the diamond sword a bit of a stroke. And then maybe bevel and emboss. But yeah, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So I'm gonna end off this tutorial here, guys. I know it's been quite long, but I've had a lot to cover, and I think I've covered just about everything that I wanted to. So thanks everyone so much for watching, and I will be back in another video. I don't know what the next tutorial will be, but please leave requests and I will be sure to get back to them. I'm planning on doing tutorials on different tools like, I don't know, or like filters like the liquefy, because I know everyone loves liquefy. You know, I'm not, obviously I'm not going to do it now. But yeah, that's it for now, guys, like I said. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And goodbye once again.